affectionately refer to us as meatheads. Jason and I were just like, what's the protein content? And then secondary is like, what's the fat content? Because obviously we would tend towards a lower fat diet as a preference to increase carbohydrates for training, performance, etc. When you were coming at the bar, what was like the priorities for you from an ingredient standpoint and why?
I just wanted something really balanced from an ingredient perspective and from a macro perspective. Like I didn't want something that would make you feel sick because you've had a ton of protein or you've had heaps of sugar and you have a sugar crash or like it's not trying to be keto or something like that. So I was just aiming for balance really. But if I was going to optimize something, it was going to be protein because out of those, that's probably the healthiest one to optimize. But yeah, I'm probably different to most of your listeners. I don't track a lot of stuff.
So I was curious about that. Like obviously you were reasonably deliberate with the macro, how it was put together.
Yeah.
Had you tracked leading up? What was your awareness around like calorie intake, macros and stuff when you were designing the bar?
I mean, I've always been kind of aware of like different things. I have to say, before I had gestational diabetes, I didn't pay much attention to carbs. I paid attention to sugar because sugar makes me sort of up and down and crash, but I never looked at carbs. I just ate them. But when I had to eliminate them from my diet, I became a lot more conscious of how many carbs were in things.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll be honest, I wasn't thinking about the detail of the macro that much. I wasn't thinking about carbs. Like I probably couldn't even tell you how many carbs are in each bar.
Yep.
I could tell you the sugar. I could tell you the protein.
18.8 grams.
Yep. 15, 11, 20. Pretty much all of them are around that.
Wait, what?
15 grams of protein, 11 grams of fat, 20 grams of carbs. Most of them are around that.
See, I would know. I know sugar. There's about 10 grams of sugar, but I don't know the carbs.
Yeah.
And the fats, I know that they're healthy fats because they come from the nuts.
Yep.
So I'm more conscious of just the whole food.
The source, the whole food source versus,
Exactly. And so I was more conscious of just making them balanced and not adding stuff unnecessarily.
Yeah. How hard is it to find, because the textures, I think for a protein bar to be successful, textures, like we were talking about the Masashi 40 gram things, like no one thinks it's good.
Really?
No one eats that and is like, oh, you know what? This is
I'm craving a massage.
This is a great tasting protein bar.
I have had some like that and they just kind of, they're really hard to swallow.
It's like, this is going to hurt my jaw. It's actually going to be a workout to consume it, but it's 40 grams of protein and I just need that right now.
But is it like, do you feel good after eating that protein?
No, you just need the protein.
Does it keep you full or is it about making muscles from it?
More just that.
So it's just about having a consistent protein intake every 3-ish hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I have to summarize it, it'll be every 3 to 4 hours we're consuming 20 to 40 grams of protein. So the last time I had one of those big Masashi bars is we had a booth at the Fitness Expo. And we were working and we couldn't exactly just run out and eat food whenever we wanted. So we would munch on one of those and you're getting 40 grams of protein.
Yeah.
But
someone else has to step to the front of the booth because you can't speak for like,
and you're like
3 minutes because you're
what
just
about,
chewing
do you guys
time.
like yogurts? Like Chobani?
Yeah.
We didn't have a fridge.
So for context.
But is that something that you guys would eat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I like yogurt, like the little pouches.
Love.
Yeah.
I
So
had one on the
for
way
context on that, like Jason and I would push 250 to 300 grams of protein a day.
That sounds like a lot.
So if that's 15 grams,
whoa,
that's what?
And I'm
15
I'm
bars?
Like 150.
Yeah. So to have a yogurt that's 10.
Oh, that's just...
Even though it's like not a lot of carbohydrates, it's not a lot of fat.
It's a lot of yogurt.
Either we'd
This
have
makes
to eat a lot
now.
of yogurt or have something else with it. And if you ate that much yogurt, the carb impact is real. So it's like, whatever, the bar's not delicious and it doesn't make me feel amazing, but I need 40 grams of protein right now.
Necessity. I'm learning a lot right now.
You're welcome.
But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so this, like we said, is like, it's that, I see it as the perfect servo kind of break. I'll have protein while I train today. I'll have protein water. So I'll have this pre-training.
That makes sense why people have protein water.
Yeah.
I could hear your knuckles crack on the microphone. I thought, it's like, what is that?
Yeah, so I think for us, it's like obviously hyper fixated on that, but this works. Our biggest message is like total calories will determine how you look. Total protein will determine. What you weigh, protein and other macros will generally determine on what that weight looks like. So if you're having enough protein, balancing carbs and fats, you'll look good at that weight, not just like skinny fat kind of vibes. And then the micronutrients will determine how you feel.
I like that. What about, and that's vegetables and stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so vitamins, minerals, and then like you could probably put in there like food quality in general.
Whole food sources.
Yeah. So it's like